It was once called the deadliest pandemic in human history.
But now, more than 100 years later, COVID-19 has taken more lives in the U.S. than the 1918 Spanish flu. Newswatch 16's Elizabeth Worthington stopped by the Schuylkill-County Historical Society today to learn more about what has changed since then.
If it weren't for words like saloons or pool halls, some of these newspaper headlines from 1918 could be mistaken for today's. The Schuylkill-County Historical Society has a trove of old articles from that year detailing the pandemic that killed 1,600 people in a single month in this county.
It was one of those epidemics that hit so fast and no one knew what to do with it.
Just like in 2020, the state ordered businesses to close.
In fact, they had to shut down the jail because the influenza started getting so severe.
And just like in 2021, there was a shortage of nurses in the hospital.
Because the volunteers that they were getting weren't enough.
This week, the U.S. officially surpassed the estimated death toll from what was known as the Spanish flu.
I did not honestly think we'd even come close to it.
But the pandemic that claimed about 675,000 American lives more than a century ago may still be considered deadlier than the one we're currently living through. The population back then was much smaller, and people did not have as many opportunities to travel and spread the virus as we do now.
In 1918, they knew where these people traveled because they were in their own hometowns, and it still spread like wildfire.
It's actually kind of amazing because they really didn't use a lot of medicine to deal with that pandemic. They used common sense.
They did, however, get a vaccine, but just like today,
people were a little leery on taking this because they didn't really believe that it would actually work.
Folks at the Historical Society hope that 100 years from now, people can look back and learn about how we handled the COVID-19 pandemic.
1918 was our history. We should have learned from their mistakes. And I hopefully that, if this should happen in the future, as we document COVID now, we're making history again and learn from history.
Elizabeth Worthington, Newswatch 16, Schuylkill County.